The courier had barely finished docking when the Dreadnought's financial systems seized.
Article 17.4 of the Concord Revenue Code. All assets are now frozen pending audit completion.
You have no authority here. This is an act of war.
Asset freeze. Active. All accounts suspended per Concord Treaty. Article 17.4.
Release my systems immediately, or I'll have you spaced.
He really just locked the entire Empire's fleet.
Throughout the ship, tactical displays flickered and went dark. Weapons offline. Jump drives unresponsive. Even the guards hesitated, their weapons suddenly useless against a man carrying only a tablet.
Further obstruction is noted. Article 42 permits me to escalate to a full system lockdown. Do you wish to continue?
The Empire's mightiest warship had been brought to its knees by a tax auditor and a treaty clause.
Sir, the population data for Calvary lists 20 million. The Empire's tax filings show only 8. Pull up the original census submissions. Let's see where the discrepancy begins. Revenue per capita is off by 40% across all reporting periods. They've been hiding income for decades.
Those are rounding errors. Your audit is a provocation, nothing more.
Article 89 of the Concord Revenue Code gives me unrestricted access to every single financial record your empire holds. Sir, I've cross-referenced 12 conquered planets. They all show the same deliberate underreporting. This isn't a clerical error. It's a systematic scheme to hide planetary wealth and avoid taxation.
You are fabricating evidence to justify your intrusion. I will have you expelled from this ship.
Any attempt to expel me constitutes obstruction under Article 51. That triggers automatic seizure of all personal assets.
The audit had just transformed into a criminal investigation, and the Empire had nowhere to hide.
Sir, these false entries funnel into a network of shell companies registered across 3 neutral sectors.
Article 19 allows me to expand the audit to all linked entities. We're going after the entire financial network. That human is burrowing deeper. Need to get Ambassador Lin to shut him down before it's too late.
Within hours, Ambassador Lin's diplomatic shuttle docked, her arrival swift and silent.
Mr. Okonkwo, I am here to ensure this audit doesn't escalate into a diplomatic crisis for Earth. Ambassador, fraud of this magnitude is a crisis. My audit will not be stopped by political convenience. You don't understand. Earth has trade agreements that hinge on stability. You could undo decades of diplomacy.
She's trying to make him choose between the truth and his own people. By the authority of Article 19, I am now auditing every account connected to the Drive-In Empire. No exceptions.
The audit had widened beyond a single ship, threatening to engulf the Empire's entire economic foundation.
I can arrange a promotion. Director of the entire audit division. Just close this case and walk away. A promotion won't erase the fraud I've uncovered. I serve the Concord Revenue Code, not Earth's convenience. If you keep digging, you'll ruin your career. No one on Earth will touch you after this.
I already know about the Trade Ministry's illegal mineral swaps with the Empire. Your hands aren't clean either.
That's classified. How could you possibly?
Charles tapped his tablet, pulling up transaction logs from Earth's own trade registry. 12 shipments of refined ore exchanged for Draven warship components. Stamped by your office, Ambassador.
You just made yourself an enemy of Earth. When this is over, you'll have nothing.
Then Earth's financial records are now added to my audit. No exceptions.
Alone between a hostile empire and his own government, Charles Okonkwo had just become the most dangerous man in the galaxy.
Admiral Varric, the Auditor is a threat to our sovereignty. Eliminate him before he uncovers everything.
It will be done. Emperor, I will arrange a tragic accident during the audit. No trace back to us.
Sir, an attack is hitting our system. They're trying to blind our sensors and inject a warn. Activate the quarantine protocol. Let them trip every alarm we have.
The Empire's intrusion splintered against layers of Concord-grade encryption, leaving nothing but fragments.
Log every packet. What they intended as
Auditor was prepared. He's turning our own systems against us.
All intrusion attempts have been logged and traced, sir. The source code links directly to the Empire's military network. Now we have undeniable proof of deliberate obstruction. Added to the formal indictment.
At each turn, the Emperor's desperate measures only tightened the noose, pulling the Empire inexorably toward financial collapse.
Sir, the infrastructure funds on Kelvari trace to organic compounds and crematoria fuel. It's a death industry. Pull up the population logs for the last decade. Show me the demographic cliff.
The population logs didn't just show a decline, they showed a deliberate erasure. 7 million people gone in 5 years.
These are war crimes, not clerical errors. They funded mass executions with tax revenue.
Those are defensive measures against insurrection. You have no authority to judge military operations.
Article 112 of the Concord Charter defines forced labor and extermination as crimes against sentience. I am formally charging the Empire. He just turned a tax audit into a war crimes tribunal, and he's not blinking.
Varric's arrogance dissolved into panic. His hands trembled at his sides.
The Emperor will burn your world to ash before this reaches any court.
But Charles had already transmitted the indictment, and the galaxy was waking up to the Empire's true face.
Command. Issue a directive recalling Auditor Okonkwo immediately. Use my emergency authorization.
Sir, a recall order just came through. The encryption signature doesn't match any GRCA authority. It's Lynn's personal encryption key. She just gave us the final link to Earth's trade ministry.
Charles walked into Lynn's temporary office and placed his tablet on her desk, the falsified order glowing on the screen.
Your recall order is forged, and every communication from your office to the trade ministry is now part of my audit.
You can't access those channels. They're sealed by diplomatic protocol.
Protocol doesn't protect you from a Concord audit. Article 31 grants me access to all communications related to the case.
Lynn's composure cracked. The trap she had set for Charles was now closing around her own career.
If those logs go public, Earth's government will disavow both of us.
Then we understand each other. Your silence will keep them sealed. This is Auditor Okonkwo. I need an enforcement vessel at my location under Article 15 of the Concord Audit Charter.
The GRCA director hesitated, voice taut. These actions risk a diplomatic crisis. We cannot.
Article 15 grants independent auditors full enforcement authority. You are obligated to comply, Director.
Silence on the line. Then a grudging confirmation. A Concord patrol ship was en route.
Sir, the Concord vessel just jumped in system. Admiral Varric's officers are panicking. Good. Let them panic. It makes our position clearer.
On the bridge, Admiral Varric watched the patrol ship match their orbit, its weapons cold but its presence absolute.
That is a military vessel in our space. This is an act of aggression.
The Concord Patrol is here to enforce audit law, not to fight. Their weapons are irrelevant.
But the Empire's military now knew. An auditor was no longer alone. The Concord itself had drawn a line.
Sir, I found something in the original Concord Charter. A clause I've never seen before. It's a subsection under territorial classification. Sovereign Protectorate. Granted full legal autonomy for Concord systems.
All planets annexed under Imperial Directive shall retain sovereign status for taxation purposes, exempt from Concord oversight.
That clause was inserted by the Empire's founders. A loophole they've hidden behind for centuries. This nullifies the entire foundation of my audit. If the Empire is legally a protectorate, the fraud might be justified. Does that mean everything we've uncovered is legal? Number? Legal trickery doesn't erase the deaths of millions, but it changes our approach.
The Empire's greatest weapon wasn't its fleet. It was a single sentence buried in ancient law.
Every clause has a weakness. There must be a counter clause, an override we can use.
The audit had been a scalpel, but now Charles needed something stronger. A legal wrecking ball.
The Sovereign Protectorate
Charles Okonkwo, the Draven Empire committed tax fraud, war crimes, and treaty violations. The evidence is now public.
Cut that transmission. If it spreads, we're finished.
The Concord vessel hesitated, caught between orders to arrest Charles and the treaty obligation to protect the audit.
They're pulling back, sir. The patrol ship is holding position. They're not moving to intercept.
Across a dozen systems, civilian networks erupted with the footage, and the Empire's carefully constructed image cracked.
Now everyone knows. No one can bury the truth behind a hidden clause.
Auditor, halt your work, and Earth will receive exclusive trade dominance over 3 sectors. This is my final offer.
Earth's trade is not my concern. The audit will not be sold.
Then I will demonstrate the cost. The colony on Omicron 9 will be erased within the hour.
Sir, Omicron 9 is a civilian settlement. 200,000 people. I am aware. Activate the protection order we filed 3 hours ago.
As he spoke, a pre-filed Concord protection status for Omicron 9 took effect, placing the entire colony under legal immunity.
You anticipated this. How did you know I would target Omicron?
The Empire has used the same threat pattern for a century. I planned accordingly.
Every Imperial threat had been neutralized before it was even spoken.
You are running out of options. Emperor, surrender to the audit or face total collapse. Sir, I found something in the Imperial Charter. Article 77. It's buried deep, but it's here.
Article 77. If the Empire is found guilty of crimes against sentience, an external audit shall be automatically triggered, overriding all other charter provisions, including the Sovereign Protectorate Clause.
This bypasses the Protectorate Clause. It's the legal trigger we've been searching for.
The Empire built its own destruction into its founding document. They never thought anyone would find it. The founders never imagined these crimes would see light. But they left the key to their own cage.
The clause was a legal atom bomb, perfectly placed to detonate the Empire's entire legal framework from within.
What's our next move, sir? We don't trigger it yet. But when we do, the Empire will legally dissolve under its own constitutional mandate.
Charles now held the legal instrument that could dismantle the Draven Empire, not with weapons, but with a single paragraph in their own founding document.
We wait for the right moment. Then we pull the trigger, and the Empire's own laws will execute the collapse.
The Imperial Council chamber fell silent as Charles Okonkwo stepped forward, his tablet glowing with the final indictment.
I charge the Draven Empire with systematic tax fraud, crimes against sentience, and treaty violations. The evidence is indisputable.
By authority of the Concord Revenue Code, I invoke the Total Audit Protocol under Article 77. All Imperial assets are now frozen,
This is an act of war. Guards, arrest him.
but no guards moved. Throughout the dreadnought, screens flashed the same red alert, asset freeze active across the Empire. A cascade of system failures spread. Warships lost power, weapons went dead, jump drives seized.
Your military is now a liability. You have one option: unconditional surrender to the audit.
The Emperor's face twisted with rage, but his commands went unanswered for the first time in centuries. The Draven Armada sat silent in the void, its engines cold. The empire that had conquered with fleets had been dismantled by a single tax auditor across the empire. Frantic calls flooded the command network. Reports from every sector. Weapons locked, engines dead, power failing.
Override the protocols. Use manual access. I don't care if you have to pry open the consoles.
Every override attempt was blocked by the Concord audit seal. The code was unbreakable, woven into the ship's core systems.
Admiral, fire on that auditor's ship. I don't care if you have to ram them.
Emperor, the Dreadnought systems are non-responsive. I can't even open the launch bay doors.
The symbol of Imperial might had become a tomb, its crew trapped and powerless.
Then go there yourself. Take a shuttle, a knife. End that human.
Every shuttle is locked down. All armories sealed. We are prisoners on our own flagship.
Varric stared at the blank tactical screen, his reflection the image of a broken admiral. The Empire's invincible armada had been reduced to cold metal, silenced by a line of regulatory text. Admiral Varric stormed down the corridor, his uniform disheveled, his fists clenched in blind rage.
I will drag that auditor out of his hole myself. No treaty protects him from my bare hands.
Sir, Varric is coming. He's bypassed the outer locks, and he's not stopping. Trigger emergency lockdown. Seal the chamber.
Bulkheads slammed down with a deafening clang, trapping Varric in the corridor. Through the armored glass, Varric pounded his fists, his roars muffled by the thick plating. Behind him, Concord Marine guards appeared, their weapons raised but not yet fired.
Get out of my way. That man is a criminal.
Admiral, harming an auditor triggers Article 71. Automatic forfeiture of all noble titles, assets, and rank.
Varric froze, his raised fist trembling. The last weapon of the Empire had just been neutralized by a pension clause. The Emperor's hologram flickered before Charles, his ancient face cracked with exhaustion and defeat.
Auditor, I offer my abdication. Take my throne, end the audit, and spare the Empire total disgrace.
Abdication is not enough. I demand unconditional dissolution of the Imperial structure, release of all subjugated planets, and a public confession of your crimes.
You would dismantle a 1,000-year reign for numbers on a screen.
For the millions you erased, for the treaties you violated, for the tax fraud you committed. Sign.
Emperor Sorvek's trembling hand reached for the holographic seal, his signature forming an ancient script. I, Emperor Sorvek of the Draven Empire, do hereby dissolve the Imperial government and release all subjugated systems.
He's actually signing it. The 1,000-year empire is falling, and we're just watching. File the decree. Transmit the dissolution fleet-wide. The empire is over.
A single auditor had just dismantled an empire that had conquered fleets, not with weapons, but with a tax code. Within hours, the Concord Authority ratified the dissolution decree, transmitting the formal order to every sector. The empire had legally ceased to exist.
Sir, the colonies are declaring independence one by one. Calvary just raised a new banner.
On the main view screen, a dozen colonial declarations streamed in, each world raising banners that had been forbidden for centuries. The Imperial fleet, once a terror, drifted lifeless, 1,000 warships, all dark.
The messages are flooding in. Liberated worlds calling you the Auditor of Ashes. They did the hard part. I just followed the paperwork. Earth will erase me. But those messages, they'll remember.
But inside the courier, Charles held a datapad filled with faces of those who had been chained, now free.
Sir, Earth just disavowed you. The Council is calling you a traitor. Let them. Their disavowal only proves the audit was impartial. The truth doesn't need Earth's approval.
Earth's official statement branded Auditor Okonkwo, a rogue agent, disavowing his actions entirely.
Sir, they're calling you a renegade. And? Ambassador Lin was just arrested by Concord troops.
Ambassador Lin was taken into custody on charges of corruption and conspiracy. Her diplomatic immunity waived. Charles received the termination notice from the GRCA. His career was officially over.
So be it. A career is a small price for clearing a ledger of this scale. Sir, there's a personal message from the Kelvari representative. He's calling you, their liberator.
The Kelvari elder's face appeared on the screen, tears streaming, thanking him for the freedom of his people.
I didn't do it for thanks, but it's good to know they no longer live in chains.
In the quiet of the debriefing room, the weight of everything lost and gained settled over them.
The Empire fell. That's enough for me. Sir, the Kelvari elder's message. It's beautiful. They're singing your name in the streets.
The elder's voice cracked as he audit and a tax code. Charles and Yara walked back to the docking tube, the dead dreadnought humming only emergency power and echoes of empire. They boarded the courier, the hatch sealing with a final hiss that cut off the empire. The clamps released, and the tiny vessel drifted away from the dead Leviathan, its seizure notice still glowing. On the console, a new alert flickered. Charles glanced at it.
Priority flag from Concord Records. The Kaylor Syndicate file. I flagged them months ago. Their trade logs are a mess of shells and undeclared assets. Next, after this, the Syndicate will surrender just seeing your tablet. A rare smile crossed his lips. Then his eyes returned to the console.
He entered the jump coordinates, and the courier's engines built to a low hum, the stars outside beginning to stretch into lines. The next ledger was already waiting. The courier's engines flared, and the stars stretched into brilliant streaks as it punched into hyperspace. Behind it, the dreadnought hung motionless, a seized monument to an empire that no longer existed. The seizure notice still pulsed faintly, the only light on a warship that once commanded 100 worlds. Across the galaxy, liberated peoples began to rebuild, their chains forged into currency for a new age. And in the cockpit of a modest courier, Charles Okonkwo adjusted his glasses and opened the Kaylor Syndicate file. To the galaxy, he was the Auditor of Ashes, the man who brought an empire to its knees with a tax code. But to Charles, it was simply another ledger closed. The cycle would repeat, as it always did. And wherever ledgers were cooked, Charles Okonkwo would be there. When the tax auditor boarded Earth's fleet, the empire lost everything. But to Charles, it was just another day.